Welcome to Texas Stadium, folks, for a historic night in world-class championship wrestling. Fritz Von Erich's retirement extravaganza is underway, and right now we're gearing up for a no disqualification showdown between Kerry Von Erich and Harley Race, with the winner becoming the #1 contender to the NWA World Heavyweight title.
That's right, Bill. The stakes don't get any higher. Winner gets a golden ticket to face Ric Flair for the NWA World title, and the loser gets a free lesson and why you don't crash a Von Erich family party without a helmet. And since this is no DQ, that lesson might involve a chair, a claw, or possibly a piece of Texas Stadium itself.
Ha! You're not kidding. Both men know there must be a decisive winner tonight. No countouts, no disqualifications, no excuses. It's all on the line. And talk about a clash of generations. Kerry Von Erich is the young Texas powerhouse, the modern-day warrior carrying the hopes of his famous family. Across the ring, Harley Race is a grizzled, battle-tested, 7-time former NWA World Champion who's been to the mountaintop more times than Kerry's had birthdays.
Harley Race, the man, the myth, the mustache. He's like a living monument to the NWA. I mean, the guy probably has world champ engraved on his toothbrush. He's come to Texas to prove he can still hang out at the top and maybe get himself an 8th reign. You know, Race isn't here for the barbecue, Bill. He wants Flair's title again. Badly. Beating young Kerry in his own backyard would fast-track him right to a title shot.
Exactly. Race has plenty of motivation. And Kerry? Well, Kerry has the entire Lone Star State on his shoulders. His father, Fritz, has been practically grooming him for this. Fritz even said just recently that he wants each of his boys to be a world champion someday. No pressure, right?
And Fritz basically put the weight of the world, or at least the NWA World title, on Kerry's shoulder. I expect my son to win the big one, or else Thanksgiving dinner is going to be awkward. No pressure at all. And remember, Bill, the show isn't just about Fritz riding off into the sunset. It's world-class showing it can play with the big boys on the national stage. What better way than having their golden boy one win away from a shot at wrestling's richest prize?
Absolutely. Let's rewind a bit and explain how we got to this high-stakes match. Just a few months ago on WCCW-TV, Ric Flair, the reigning NWA World Champion, came to town. Flair was doing his usual strut, showing off that gold, and Kerry Von Erich confronted him head-on. In fact, Kerry literally jumped into the spotlight, drop-kicked Flair right out of his sequined boots, and even counted his own 3-count on the dazed champ. The Sportatorium crowd went berserk, seeing Flair flat on his back. That confrontation lit a fire under this whole situation. After that, Fritz Von Erich began loudly proclaiming that Kerry was the uncrowned champion. Fritz even claimed Kerry had bested Harley Race back when Race was champ, and therefore Kerry deserved to be the rightful world champion.
Yeah, Fritz was talking like Kerry already pinned Race sometime in the past, which I got to admit I don't recall on record. You know, maybe Fritz had a fever dream or some secret barnyard wrestling match we never saw. But hey, never let facts get in the way of good Texas bragging rights, huh?
In any case, Fritz's lobbying paid off. The NWA Board of Directors took notice of the young Von Erich's momentum. They ordered that Ric Flair must put the title on the line against Kerry to settle who the true top contender is.
But of course, the Nature Boy wasn't about to waltz into Texas Stadium without making Kerry jump through one more flamin' hoop.
Exactly. Flair and the NWA brass stipulated that Kerry first had to prove himself by facing Harley Race, the most decorated contender available. Basically, you want a piece of Flair? Go through this guy first.
Classic Flair strategy, Bill. Sure, kid, I'll fight you. Just as soon as you survive a no-rules brawl with a hard-necked world champ who might pile drive you through the turf. Woo! Real generous of the champ, huh?
It set the stage for tonight. Kerry Von Erich versus Harley Race. No disqualification. Winner gets Flair.
No DQ, Bill. So Harley Race can finally stop pretending he's read the rule book.
Kerry Von Erich forced this conversation months ago. He stepped right into Ric Flair's world on television, laid him out, and made the message unmistakable.
Dropkick the world champion. Count your own pin, Bill. That's not just confidence. That's Texas paperwork.
Harley Race enters with that trademark composure. He's been a world champion. He's seen it all.
Harley Race has never looked nervous once. I'm convinced the man scowls in his sleep.
Here comes Kerry Von Erich. Listen to this crowd surge for the hometown hero.
That's the sound of Texas emotionally adopting a wrestler in real time.
Referee David Manning will officiate. His job tonight is to keep a winner and count the fall in a no disqualification fight.
Keep a winner's a great job description, Bill. Like lifeguarding, but with blood.
Collar and elbow tie up. Race immediately trying to slow Kerry down.
Harley Race wrestles like time owes him money.
Kerry explodes. Drop kick. Race down. Cover 1, 2, no.
You know, for half a second, Bill, Harley Race looked like he saw the future and didn't like it.
Kerry Von Erich stays on him. Side headlock. He's trying to keep the veteran grounded.
Smart, because he left Harley Race stand up too long. He turns violence into a hobby.
Race snaps a counter. Kerry in trouble for a moment. 2 count. Right back out. They're outside. Race is hammering Kerry. Kerry fights back. Backdrop. Race hits hard on the turf.
That's the sound of a former world champion learning what AstroTurf feels like at high speed.
Race answers, pile driver, and Kerry still won't stay down. Race only gets a short count.
Harley Race just pressed the end of match button and got a 1 count. That's like firing a cannon and getting a try again later.
Race has Kerry at ringside. He's driving him into the metal again and again. Kerry is busted open.
You know, Harley Race is turning Texas Stadium into a furniture catalog. And here we have the metal thing. And that's another metal thing.
This is the danger of no disqualification. There's no technical escape from a man who wants to hurt you.
You know, if you want a rules, Bill, you booked a chess match, not Harley Race.
Kerry fights back. Race into the post. Race is cut now. Both men bleeding in Texas Stadium.
Congratulations! The match has reached the everybody looks like a horror movie phase.
Both men collide. Down they go. These aren't just 2 wrestlers. This is 2 stubborn wills crashing together.
Bill, this is what happens when you book Pride versus also Pride.
Harley Race climbing. He's taking a tremendous risk. Crossbody. Kerry rolls through. Kerry's got him. 1, 2, 3. Kerry Von Erich has pinned Harley Race.
Physics just named Kerry the #1 contender, Bill.
Kerry Von Erich has done it. No disqualification, #1 contendership. Kerry Von Erich is headed toward Ric Flair and the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Ric Flair just felt a chill, and he doesn't know why.
This was the test. Harley Race is the kind of opponent who proves whether you belong on the world stage, and Kerry Von Erich proved it in the middle of the ring.
You know, Harley Race didn't just lose. He signed Kerry's permission slip to challenge Flair.
Kerry Von Erich versus Harley Race delivered exactly what a stadium supercard needed. Clear stakes, escalating violence, and a clean finish that elevates the hometown hero. The no DQ stipulation is used primarily to allow ringside brutality and hard object impacts, not endless gimmick weapons, and the blood on both men makes the struggle feel consequential. Final grade, B+.
You know, it's a professional wrestling match where the main weapon is Texas Stadium's metal parts, and Harley Race treats the venue like it personally offended him. Kerry survives, fights back, and wins with timing and guts. And somehow the scariest part is that Harley still looks like he could go another 10 minutes out of spite. So I give this final match a final grade of B.
Here we go with the instant replay. Race coming off the top rope. Kerry Von Erich tired, seems to have the worst of the fall. Using his athletic ability, rolls up the Harley Race for the count of 3. It's all over. Kerry Von Erich gets a dream come true, the shot at Ric Flair.